People come and see me individually because they're unhappy and they want to not be unhappy, or they come to me as a couple because one of them, at least, wants to save the relationship. The other one might come because they're being passive, or because they're going through the motions of wanting not to appear as the problem. Looking back at the background, the parents, the relationship the parents had, the relationship you had with your mother, the attachment, the relationship you have with your siblings, where you are in the family, that's all very relevant to who you are and how you've become the person you have become. The woman is much happier to be emotional, but underneath it they can be very logical and rational. Whereas men try to control the world by being logical and rational, but underneath it they're controlled by their emotions. She wants to be rescued by him and he wants to rescue her, and then it flips round. He wants to be rescued because he wants her to be a bit like a good mother instead of a controlling mother, instead of an angry mother. They're not communicating. They need to be able to explain and communicate why they get angry, why they find it difficult to cope with the limitations. So for both of these people, their original idealized fantasy can't possibly be realized. It's not going to ever be. So it's dealing with how it really is rather than how you fantasize it should be. Jealousy comes from insecurity. Now you're insecure. If you're insecure, you're vulnerable. If you're vulnerable, you become defensive. And one of the ways of being defensive is being jealous. Why are you insecure? There's two kinds of insecure. There's a practical insecure. You're with somebody who you know you can't trust, or you have insecurity that goes back to your childhood, that makes you vulnerable, that you don't know if your mother's going to be there for you when you come home from school. What you want is a couple who are healthy together, who can cope with the child interaction with the mother or even the father, because very often the mother has a problem because the father is so close to one of the children, often the daughter. The investment in winning the argument is often the problem. We're trying to make the other person agree with the way we see the world, which is not going to happen. They need to be able to communicate better with each other, and they need to understand the dynamic that causes them to be who they are and causes them to react the way they do. It's about being able to be relatively contented and relatively at peace, accepting the limitations and allowing your partner to be different from you.